Hi everybody, Lee here with your weekly card reading starting Monday the 13th of July 2022 or whenever you happen to come across this video. Now it really feels like this week is a big turning point, and we've just had 3 major arcana cards come out, so I think that is going to be very true for a lot of you. We've had a lot of changes throughout the start of this year. It's been quite up and down. You've been learning a lot about yourself and making a lot of changes internally, but it feels like a lot of that now is about to start to become evident in your external world. So if you've been doing that work, it's about to start paying off, I feel. Okay. So the start of the week, we have the Star card. So this is dreams coming true. This is endings of difficult times for you and bringing your life into balance and starting to create something more with what you want out of your life. And this is very much you taking control of this, taking your power back, finding your strength in your inner being, and really believing not only in your worth to have good things, but your ability to create them. Now it is partnered with the meditation card. So this is very much you going within, finding that stillness this week, and looking at the daily cards. It is a little bit of this all week. It doesn't feel like it's going to extremes, but it just feels like each day kind of brings you something new, and it's a real period of growth that brings you through to the end of the week where you just have that balance on Sunday. So as emotions come, don't try and sort of push them away, but don't fall too deeply into them either. Just acknowledge that they're there to teach you something this week. There is something that you need to shift, something you need to acknowledge, something you need to learn from or let go of. So really allow that to come in, feel it, process it in whatever way is best for you, and then go to bed at the end of the day letting it go, because you know the next day is bringing you something new to work on. Now in the middle of the week, we have the Magician card, and it is partnered with Divine Timing. And we also have the King of Stars in the daily cards in the middle of the week. So this is you really starting to understand that you create your life and how you're going to go about that. So this is going to be a new beginning for a lot of you. It could be something physical, as in a new job, a new home, a new relationship, something like that. That's a new beginning. For others, though, I really do feel that this is just a new way of thinking and being and living for you. With the card of Divine Timing there, you're being reminded to be patient, and everything is going to happen as it's meant to. You can help it along by doing the work, but don't try and force things to happen before they're ready, because you won't get the outcomes you want, and so things will not work out. It won't flow smoothly, and that's when you'll know that you're kind of going against the grain there. So you want to, if you find that happening, just stop for a minute, take a step back, take a second, go within, do that meditation, and just check you're in alignment. Check that your heart and your brain are talking together. And through that, then you'll just reset your vibration and allow yourself to get back on track with where you're actually meant to be headed. So if you find that things aren't flowing well, things aren't sort of working out midweek how you'd planned, remember to just take that moment, take a step back, go within, notice what you're feeling, what you're being told, and you'll shift so that the rest of the week can go well. And it does, because we have the Leap of Faith card here as we go into the end of the week, and we have the Completion and Endings card. So this is very much, it's like you're going through a bit of a cleanse as you go into the weekend. You're resolving anything that's old, that's outstanding. In the daily cards, it's like you're going through this growth. You are getting clear on what you want, on how you want your life to be, of how you can do things differently to allow that to happen. You're coming into that balance. And I really feel like this is when you get very clear about your belief in yourself, your abilities, and you allow yourself to be happy and to bring joy into your life and to be excited and to start something new that you're passionate about. And it really does feel like this week, while you have this going on and each day feels like something different, good or not so good, it's all leading you to this place in your life where it's balanced, where it's new, and where you're in alignment with where you're meant to be. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Page of Michael. So while, again, this is a card that suggests that while there's some challenges there, this is exciting and it's new beginnings. It's you doing something that you're excited about and you're really passionate about and you want to go off and do it well. It is a reminder that if you are parting with cash to do with this, or if you're signing contracts, to just make sure that you've read them well. Don't get so kind of caught up and excited about it that you just take the first thing that comes along because you just want it done, because it may not be the right thing. So that's where you need to take that moment and go, okay, thank you for that offer. I'll think about it and I'll come back to you. And then you can go home, sit in meditation, just see, does it feel right? Is this what I want? Or is it kind of like, oh, it's just not quite sitting where I want? Because if it's not quite right, let it go and just trust that the better thing is coming. We have the card of release here, which is surrendering, it's letting go, it's cutting ties to anything in the past that doesn't suit you anymore, that's not needed. So anything you've been holding on to that just isn't right, you're allowed to let go of it. You don't need to take everything with you into this next stage of your life if it just doesn't suit. Now we have the Sun on the bottom of the deck. So this is your vitality. This is you having that new beginning and really embracing your life and enjoying it and creating everything that you want to have with you. Now, interestingly, I've just lifted that card off. We have the Lovers card under there, and we had 2 love cards come up today. So the card from My Healing Cards is love, and this is all about first and foremost self-love for you, and then sharing that with others. It's accepting and receiving love. We find that really hard to do quite often, so practice that this week. If someone is offering you unconditional love, allow yourself to accept it. Don't assume that there's going to be some kind of trade-off or expectation in return. If it feels right, allow yourself to bring that in, and then allow yourself to give it freely. Sometimes we hold back because we don't want to seem too full on, or we don't want to give something our all because we're worried we're going to be hurt. So it's like we keep a part of it here to keep us safe, but it doesn't really. If something's not going to work out, it's not going to work out. You're going to feel that hurt regardless. So the best thing you can do is give it your all and see where it takes you. And then the affirmation card for this week is unconditional love. And it says, my heart is free from resentment toward others. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and beauty in every being. I am aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see the pure child in everyone and practice forgiveness. And your essential oil for this week is the new doTERRA oil native bush. And this is all about grounding. It's a very peaceful oil. It's fresh. And it reminds us of our connection to land, to our home, to where we've come from. And it's the ability of Mother Nature to renew and restore our spirit. So I know from talking to a lot of you and just from how things are in the world at the moment, a lot of us are just feeling drained and tired and just sort of looking for something more. That, you know, we're so used to just doing that every day, go to work, pay the bills, do all the things we have to do, but it's like our souls are getting tired and there is so much going on in the world that's just draining. And so you need to find that way to come back to nature, come back to you, and then allow yourself to start to heal any of those things that are making you tired. And this might be where that release is coming in, because you're recognizing the people or the places that drain you of energy. And so you're starting to let some of those go and protecting yourself a little bit more and finding that joy and love and happiness in that. So native bush can promote positive energy. It helps to manage your daily stress, to let go of anxiety, and can nurture a state of calm balance. And as we come into the end of the week, we come into that balance, this oil will really help you through the week. So if you don't have it, if you want it, the link is in the comments on this video where to buy it. But really this week, just acknowledge your strength, acknowledge your worth, take the time out that you need in order to really reassess and decide what you want out of life, and then really take that leap of faith and go for it. Go after what you want. Know you're worthy of it. Know that it will come to you in perfect timing. I hope that helps. I'll see you next week. Bye.